radsecurity.com. Mr. Mark, welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you.
I forgot my box.
You forgot your box. I know.
You were the only guy I need a box for.
I know.
So I'm a
Secrets.
Look at the preview on there. Look at
but it's good. It's good. We're good. We're on the same level anyway.
Now, what is going on? R is not recession. R is for robotics. This is taken off. About a year ago, we did some shows, and it was going well. Now it's like kaboom.
Yeah, kaboom.
Tell me what's going on.
Yeah, well, you said it. R is for robotics. I mean, really, if you think about the challenges that we have on a day-to-day basis, right? You think about security. The need for security, the requirements for security is not going away.
Nope.
We need to staff it. We need to have the presence. We need to do things. So how else could we do something? So let's take some of the basic functions done by security officers and have robots do it.
Right.
Right is really the idea. So people are like, oh, you're just trying to replace all the guards that are out there. That's not true.
Now,
let's redeploy them for better use.
Right. I used to come in this way a little bit.
Yeah.
I used to think that, as you know.
I know.
Because I was in the guard business a long time, and I've personally hired and interviewed 3,000 guards, and you too, right?
Yeah.
That's not it. We missed the boat not training those guards 20 years ago for IT.
Yeah.
We should have, right?
Yeah.
And now we need them for what you're doing, more so than ever, really.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about needing them for the IT desktop guy. This is a whole different. Distinguish those two things. I think people might converge the two and say, hey, robotics, IT, it's all the same thing. Not really.
No, totally different. You think about, we look at ourselves within the RAD devices, the robotic assistance devices, as being security services, but just delivered in a different way.
Right.
But the tie-in to the human resource is absolutely critical. So it has to be user-friendly. That whole interface has to be user-friendly, so that a security officer who's on site now providing that customer service, the added value, right, feels comfortable using the RAD device. So he or she, they'll know, hey, there's something going on. I need to actually go check that and see what's going on. So that's really the
talk about empowerment, because I look at it as empowering a guard. I gave guards BlackBerries back in the day, and people thought I was insane, right? Little learning curve, but once they got it, they felt like they could just do their job gangbusters, right?
Yep.
Are we finding this acceptance by the guard forces for this technology?
It's all in how you present it.
Okay.
In a lot of cases, right? So if it's security officer if it's robotics tools for security officer safety, that's something.
Oh, yeah, that's a
right?
good point.
So that's a big point.
Yeah.
The other piece, if you go back to your days of giving out BlackBerries, part of that I'm sure was about data collection. Right?
Mostly data collection,
Let's
right.
take the information, and not data collection from a bad way, but hey, now we have security incidents. How can we build better programs based on that data?
Right.
It's the same kind of thing with how do we deploy resources in a smarter way. Some of them are going to be technology, some of them are going to be human. So let's move on.
You got some new stuff you're rolling out, I think.
We've rolled
a new
out
acronym.
New stuff.
What is it?
Oh, Rio. Rio's the new acronym. Yeah, you're going to put me on the spot and make me remember the acronym, right? ROSA Independent Observatory.
Oh.
So when you think about ROSA.
I know ROSA,
So you know ROSA. ROSA is an autonomous response device. ROSA is now on a solar power tower. So we had customers coming to us saying, you know what, we need ROSA, we need that autonomous response, because everybody's got towers. Oh, we've seen towers all over the place, but not all of them or none of them actually do the autonomous capability. So you think about a couple of ROSAs up top, 360-degree view, fully powered by RAD software suite behind.
That's brilliant.
That's the big one that we're rolled out today. We brought the new version of Ava, which is a workflow device. We brought the new ROSAs, which are louder and brighter and so on. And then, of course, we got a bunch of other tricks, up the sleeve.
You always do. And that's something needed. I mean, when I was doing security for HOAs, Hidden Hills, Calabasas, one of the biggest HOAs in the country.
Yeah.
Gates were miles apart. Oh, I got to get a wire to that gate. Nope, sorry, pal, can't do it.
Yeah.
And there's no technology to solve that back then.
Yeah.
So this is a great solution.
Exactly. Today, run it over cellular, right?
Right.
You've got it, so you can do it.
Now, let's talk about the cellular. I got 5G. I don't see any difference. What you do, though, it does work better, doesn't it?
Yes.
5G is a necessity.
So we'll run off of 4G, 5G. I mean, we'll run off of either. So the idea really is don't tie yourself down, pardon the pun, right, to be wired in or be running off of Wi-Fi. So use that, if you have robust Wi-Fi and it's working and so on, use the cellular as a backup. All the devices out of the box will work off the cellular, so you don't have to worry about that connectivity part. We talked about IT earlier on, right? We talked about cybersecurity and so on, all those checklists that we've got to go through. It helps on that side too, because we don't reside on the network.
So you got double redundancy.
Exactly.
You working on triple redundancy? Anything? Could you like, if you wanted to put in RFI or something?
Yeah, again, it comes to a need, right? At that point, it's like how redundant do you need to be, and how critical are the assets that you're trying to protect?
Let's say I'm in some critical infrastructure business, and then it's scalable, and you guys can accommodate that and say, hey, we're going to customize that solution.
Yeah.
All right, good.
We're creative.
You are creative.
Yeah.
All right, Mark
Thank
Folmer,
you.
good to see you, buddy.
Great seeing you too.
Back here in a minute, GSX 2022, Atlanta, Georgia, GSX and Security